Oh, I absolutely love the Redcoat uniform.
Being a Redcoat last year, for like my very first year, probably one of the best things ever.
It's a good year.
It's a good year.
We had been in an old set of uniforms for a very long time. In fact, it was 19 years between our last uniform purchase and the 2014 uniform purchase with DeMoulin Bros.
I remember the very first time I put on the Redcoat uniform my freshman year.
I actually felt this pride.
I was just really excited to be representing something I'd worked so hard to get to.
Coming from a really small high school to just this really big university, and I'd always dreamed of being a Redcoat.
Putting on the uniform for the first time, I was excited. I did not really plan on doing college band. I didn't think I'd have that uniform on. 4 years later, I'm just as excited every time I put it on as I was the first time.
My first time putting on the uniform, I put it on backwards. Most high school bands go arms first and then you zip up from the back. And a lot of freshmen experience that when they put on the uniform for the first time. So it's kind of a funny way to start off.
When you first put it on, it's like a bonding thing. Like you have your friends you just met and they're like buttoning up the side of your jacket, and then you have those friends forever.
It just really made me feel so welcomed and so ready to get started at UGA.
I think my favorite piece of the Redcoat uniform is the jacket. I just like the colors and the giant Super G on the back.
We call the back one the Super G.
Also in the uniform we have white stripes going across the front of the jacket.
It has the traditional West Point stripes on it.
The 3 stripes across the front.
And that's to symbolize the West Point cadets. The Redcoat band was originally a military band when it first started.
The red part of the jacket specifically is supposed to represent the tradition of the 1955 uniform.
The first few uniforms were based on the actual English Redcoats.
But then you've got the Redcoat name, which in and of itself is important, and you probably know that there's a little bit of a quip there, a little nod to Georgia Tech. We're anything but yellow jackets, we're red coats.
But black is not a traditional UGA color. It was actually made popular in the 90s, very recently, and now we're always black and red.
And it's red and black, one sleeve is red, one sleeve is black.
When we do pregame on the field, depending on where we are, you might see like a sea of red or you'll see a sea of black. We'll do a drag turn and then you see a completely different color.
So the shakeout on the side of the uniform and around the collars features the arch, and then under it is 1785, the year that UGA was founded. UGA was the first public university in the United States.
The first time you really put it on, it looks so good. I don't know what the fit is.
I just think it looks so sleek.
The curves and the waves, ooh, so good.
It's probably my favorite college marching uniform that I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of college marching uniforms. It's just really special to be able to wear that uniform and be in front of so many people at the same time.
Every step of the design process with DeMoulin was fantastic. With DeMoulin, I got to be as creative as I wanted to be. But at the same time, I always had somebody looking over my shoulder, making sure I was making smart decisions, economically sound decisions I was going to be happy with, in 5, 6, or 7 years, rather than just the day the uniform came in. The quality since we purchased has been fantastic, and we look way, way, way better some 8 years after our uniform purchase than we have any business looking, thanks to DeMoulin.